Welcome everybody, this is my first video for the Legacy Challenge. Thank you for joining me on this. The Legacy family, for those that don't know or are not too familiar with it, is where you build a house and you also build only one sim. This sim is the founder of the family, and you move them into a house with limited funds. As you play, you build up until you get to the 10th generation. It's a way of making you play the game to a certain house. For the founder, you create, that's the only sim that you are allowed to create. All the other ones have to be either married into the household or adopted or through childbirth. For more information, I'll put the link in the video for the roles for the Legacy Challenge. First, we're going to start a new game. This is where you create your founder for the household. Those that aren't too familiar with Sims, Sims is a game, it's a simulated game where you are technically playing God. You can create a good life for your Sims, or you can just be mean and destroy their lives, but I'm usually more of a nice person, so I know that most of you are probably laughing at that, but anyway, we're going to start with our founder. I'm going to have it female this time because most of the time you have a male, so she's pretty. And we're just going to tweak some stuff. Maybe I've created stuff for quite a while.
Oh.
Just too much. We're gonna put different shoes on her. Sure. Should I put bunny slippers on her? No. Let's go. Too bad. We'll change the color of the skirt. You see underneath the picture, you have all these different, what they call swatches. But that's kind of cute. We're going to give her an aspiration. Most of my founders I put as a family, so I'm going to put her as family. And I'm going to make her a super parent. Now I'm going to pick some traits for her. You can pick from emotional, hobby, lifestyle, and social. You can pick up the 3. There's a cat person. Another trait for social would her family oriented, which would help her career. Or not her career, but her having a big family. However, it's creative because most of the time when I started a Legacy Challenge, I have them as in the painting field as a painter, and as you paint more paintings, they increase in value. And that helps because when you start the Legacy Challenge, you're very low on funds, which I'll explain when we get into a house. So I'm going to start. Oh, that's right. We need a name her. Let's call her. Oops. The keyboard never usually types the first letter. We can call her Renee. And for last name, I'm just going to randomize myself until I find one that sounds pretty good. Renee Tubbs. Nah. Renee Hogan. Okay, we'll go with that. Now we get the screenshot of our portrait. We'll see which one. Yeah, we'll go with that one. She was a little afraid in that one. I drink a coffee. It's only 9:30 in the morning at this time. Where do I want to put her? Let's go on Will Creek. First, what we'll have to do is we have to move her into an empty lot. This is part of the rules that they have to be in a 50 by 50 or even a 64 by 64 lot. But since she doesn't have enough money to buy a house, she has to go to a empty lot. But what we gotta do is we gotta go to Manage Worlds. Sorry if I sound a little stuffed up. I just got over a sinus cold and I still have a little bit of it. Today I actually feel a little bit better than I did. The big lot here is the Oaken's bed on this. So we're gonna go visit. Oops, I want to click on the build. And what we do is when we go into this lot, we have a bulldozer. Those lot, but okay. Back to Manage Worlds again. Now move her into the place. So I'm going to click on her lot where she is currently. Click on the more and we're going to move our household. Now we can actually click on the big lot. Confirm. So nothing on there, so we don't have to worry about it being furnished. Now we're going to click on the lot and go into the lot. Okay, so we're back on the lot, and obviously you're going to have nothing. So what you have to do is you have to go in buy mode up here in the top right corner. And to start off, you have to look for the Knight of Armor. The Knight of the Octagon Table Suit of Armor. This is in the rolls, you have to purchase it. Then you have to put in your household inventory. This has to be in your inventory all the way through the whole entire game. As you can see, we start off with only $1,800 now. So now back in build mode, which I should have stayed in there. We have to have some of the basics, so we need some kind of fridge. Give her an old used one. And give her a counter so that she can at least prepare some meals and increase her cooking skill instead of just going for quick meals. She will have to go to the bathroom. She commode. Give her a shower so she has a quick exchange. She's definitely going to need a bed. She's going to need a garbage can, or she'll just have nothing. So for an outside garbage can, cheap one. Back here is the mailbox. I don't think she's going to walk back there every day for the mailbox. We are obviously going to go into the build section here. And we're going to put a wall. Oops. Obviously going to put a wall around the private place. Not my sufficient funds. Yeah. Well, she gets some privacy, not by much. So we're going back to live mode. So starting off, she's going to have no career, so we're going to get her career and really fast. So we're going to pick her. Obviously, I'm so used to doing the painting field, so we're going to start there. It's one of the lowest paying jobs that they can have, but you can't squeeze at $21 an hour. I wish we could have it in real life. So we have her working. She won't work until tomorrow at 9. So she has all this free time. So instead of having her just sitting here, I was just going to chat with Katarina. One of the things I like about where the lot is that she has is there's lots of collectibles around to find. Like there's, okay, not yet, but right around this area there's a log. Over on this side are these rocks. And they not hide, but they can have limestone in it where you can chisel it and get a fossil out of it. There's time capsules that hold my sim trophies. You can get crystals, metals, even once in a while a voodoo doll. And every new collection item, you'll hear that little musical sting. Like right about now. That means she's got a new collection item. To find what kind of collection items, you click on your inventory, and then you would click on the gem here. It says household collections. And she's got 2 crystals so far. She's got the peach and the jet. Now for the crystals, Let me get her on her home lot and I'll show you. For crystals and metals, you could send to the Geo Council. And what they do is you'll send it to them, and the next day you will get element, which is another career, not another career, but another collection item. So it takes a day to get those back, and then you can sell it and get more money. There's usually some rocks over on the side of the house too, or the side of the lot, since you don't have a real good house yet. So I'm going to get her to collect these things. Up this way there's a log, yeah. Sometimes it's stones, rocks, whatever. Just take some. They can do fishing, and that's another collection set. I think there's like 32 fish or more. For guarding, they can collect plants. They can, once they collect the plant, they can eventually, well, it's just viewing right now. Oh, we got a welcome wagon. Okay, we gotta make sure we just say hello to them. If you don't, they get mad and they start hating you already. So we're going to invite neighbors in and eventually talk to them. We're going to close out some of these collection tasks. Okay, she just collected a limestone, which we're going to collect, and then the time capsule for the mice and the trophies. Let's find out where she's at. Okay, we're going to speed up the walk a little bit.
Wogrichov? Renee. Warba.
She got a broken fossil and Chef Gito. We're gonna talk to the neighbors for a little bit.
Turfna. Zarzuya.
Now these two people, they live over in this house right there. So they're very close to her lot.
Damse Bruhana. Chelner.
Oh.
Gungane.
Imfalna Seraphi. Kalu Pizzo Ebrabani. Shimre. Gorch Variki Wixona.
So thankful for coming.
Unjabirdna. Gerba Base. Shinoy. Yalik. Varobi Muma.
Oh, Risha Rebo.
Dromus? Or a bay for Vorik Sonoy! Bow!
Inaruja Sapa, Aksin Klaboom. Shabini Janib. Yibs. Freenip.
Ejabafe. Shebadu. Yichuda. Obi Pix Sneechy. Trangela Shopstem? Murno Lumbik. Jessene Lanaga. Girabu Balsh.
Parnaquab Dufa?
Murph.
I love how the top speak and when they call it Finnish. It's actually gibberish. And a quick fact about the way they talk is I was watching a video of the history of Sims, and the guy that created it, Will Wright, he wanted them to talk, but it was going to cost a lot of money for all the different actors to speak in a different language, like English, Chinese, stuff like that. So they decided to go with gibberish. And that's how they talk. So this way, it was only hiring so many different voice actors.
Gensiba?
Uh-huh.
Karoo?
Keeping it
Oh,
very
nah.
universal for everybody.
Tipikaloo.
Oh,
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Ina Tripna.
Apparently he was eating a gourmet. Oh, he looks like he's sick, so he must have ate that gourmet fruitcake they usually send.
Quafika Bimo? Ah, Chilu.
Okay, so I'm gonna get her to get some more collection items. In her inventory here, she has a treasure map. So you're able to use the treasure map on one stone. So we're gonna, or one rock. Now on the other ones, we're just gonna do dig. I'll look for frogs on that. Now, whenever they get a treasure map, they always find a time capsule. And the time capsules always have a My Sims trophy. It's another game that was kind of, it kind of was targeted for younger kids. Because most of the time you had to build furniture and place the shapes in certain ways. For those that aren't too familiar with My Sims.
Oh, Saboma.
Okay, so she did find a capsule, as I told you. She's gonna find inside. She's gonna find a Sim trophy.
Ooh.
She's excited that she found something. And she found her time capsule. Now in the logs, she's always gonna find a frog. Kids, if you have a certain stuff pack, they will find void critter cards.
Oh.
So she found an eggplant frog. Dr. F, which is a My Sims trophy. If she had more frogs, she will be able to breed frogs. But since she only has one, let me zoom out. What else is not working crackling? Over here, there would be a. Okay, it shows up.
And a boy.
The rocks and the logs, they respawn every so often. They just repopulate. They come back. Usually in the middle of the night, they spawn again. That's where we'll get a couple people fishing. Okay, where are you? Okay, there she is, finally. I'm gonna breed. And she only has one other frog, so she's gonna. She bred another one. When they breed the frogs, they're gonna have different attributes to each of the frogs. So there is a chance that she'll get one that has a mixture and it's a new frog. And then it does take some time for her to breed another frog, so she has to wait out the time. Since she's here, I'm going to talk to a couple people.
And a boy.
Ekshara, friendly introduction. There's Tracy Sinker. We're going to have her talk to her too.
Miara.
We're going to have a funny introduction for her.
Quirshi Kwasa. Dali Prubara. Seneca Belindi. So. Yeah, everybody.
Okay, apparently she doesn't like the fucking conversation. So now she's bored. If we click on the needs, it's going to show all her needs that she has. There's 6 of them. If everything's in the green, it's good.
So long.
She's Renee and Tracy's a dog lover. That's why they're not getting along. We have Renee as a cat lover, and somebody else is a dog lover.
Adyawa and Narva. Pokeboo.
I'm going to talk to Xara. Look on to post about family.
Dafuni. Ish. Habini Dermid. Kiranga. Zafo? Gelna Bamboo. Niara.
Okay, everybody's leaving now. We'll have her go fishing. Now with the fishing, sometimes she's gonna, most of the time she'll get a fish. Sometimes, if she's very low at fishing skills, she wouldn't get no fish. And a dialogue box will come up saying that the fish are craftier than what she is. Other times she'll find a crate that holds an item in it. Sometimes it's an apple. Sometimes it's another plant. Sometimes it's upgrade upgrade items like a kitchen upgrade, plumbing, even just a whole bunch of things. Sometimes she will catch seaweed, and she would throw the seaweed back. So we'll see what she gets first. Since she's low in fishing skill level, she's going to fish without bait. I think it's level 3 is when she does get where she can use fish. She can use fish. Anything that's in our inventory she can use as bait. So far, she's not having any luck. Yeah, so first she's not having any luck. Just, I think it's skill level 4. She can examine the water. Oh, she caught something. Tuna. When she reaches, I think it's level 4, she can examine the water, and what that is she'll look at the water, and it would tell her that certain fish would take certain bait. Like, once in a while, it would say she could catch anything as long as it's organic. So that means like produce or other fish. Or I think she could also use frogs as bait too. And I know she can use the metals and crystals for bait also, which is kind of weird. Like, what kind of fish would eat a metal? Apparently this time she could do anything. So I think I'm going to stop it there for now. Because it's already been a half hour already. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this little start of the video. And remember to like and subscribe. And if you want to ask me any questions about Sims or what you would like to see in Sims. So until next time, this is Bryce signing off. Bye everybody.